And hello guys, it's Blade here, back with another video. And today we're going to be discussing the "Is Kaiba really a villain?" thing. I personally don't think he is. Because, think about it, if you were in his shoes regarding everything that has happened to him in the manga or in the anime, like, would you really want it to be that way? Because he lost both of his parents at a very young age, and that caused him not to have any sort of environmental influence by anyone, because everybody needs family for guidance. The only family he ever had was Gozaburo, which was basically a psychopath, which Kaiba decided to kill in the manga. But it was only Kozaburo and Mokuba. Mokuba was basically too young to have any sort of, I would say, parental figure influence over Kaiba, because Kaiba was older. If it was the other way around, then yeah. But because he didn't, Seto was left without any parental figure. Now, his rivalry with Yugi is, or Yami, how you want to say it, is like, Atem was basically able to cure Kaiba, because when he mind crushed him, he didn't leave him broken. He basically just shattered the evil in him. But if that evil decides to resurface, it's the same evil that Kaiba was basically learning to live with, because he didn't have any sort of parental figure. He didn't have any sort of guidance. He was basically lost throughout all of his childhood, just being abused by his stepfather and his employees, until he manages to take over Kaiba Corp. Even though he states throughout the anime, I'm not so sure about the manga, but throughout the anime he states that he learned a lot of things from his stepfather. Those things were basically forming him into kind of villainous type of person. But even though Kaiba seems like a douchebag, I don't think he's a villain, because again, he had a very rough backstory, and that turned him into the person he is today, which is basically a douchebag that only cares about himself and nobody else, without any sort of compassion or anything regarding any sort of human being, you know. But the thing is, Kaiba would have never turned out this way if his parents didn't left him in an orphanage, if he was guided by somebody. Even you know, if Kozaburo wasn't abusive, he could have been guided by him, and everything would have turned out differently. Seto is basically a great character, even like as it is, but it would be a much more enjoyable character to watch. I don't know, this is just my opinion, if he wasn't like a total douchebag. But Kaiba was mainly the second most important character throughout all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Monsters, I believe, and the Season 0, sorry. And I believe that Kaiba is a great character, but he could have been better without, you know, being so douchey and cocky and shit like that. But I don't think Kaiba's a villain, because again, he had a rough childhood, a awful backstory, an awful stepfather, which turned him into the douchebag he is. He's just a douchebag, he's not a villain, because, yeah, because of reasons that I just listed. So, this has been Blade of Chaos with another video, signing out.